terrifying.
Because now it's like you can't even deep dive into the whole rectum. Because say if you do try to deep dive, you can't swim.
What the hell you talking?
I don't know where I am. Where the hell? Let's have some. Let's gain some relaxation. This is a new village. This is completely new. There is no way I've never took this precious wheat, especially on start game, because on start game everything was precious. Okay, I think I saw something here. Oh wow, a lot of flour, a lot of stuff that is useless. I very kindly decline your offer. This village has peculiar structures. Very peculiar, to be honest. This is my bread. My bread. My bread. Hi. Maybe I should have left them be these blocks, because my inventory is gonna get full. Let me just dispose of some useless inventory items. Raw chicken, I think, is spider. I didn't know spiders could jump. Well, spiders jump the entire time whenever they attacked me, but I didn't know they were this aggressive. That's why I hate spiders. I'm kind of scared of them. Spiders are pretty scary, you know. That is a useless balcony. Okay, now. Since the sun said farewell to in that direction, I will be heading to that direction too. My vocal cords my vocal cords are going to kill itself. Whenever I try to speak in a lower voice, my pronunciation just degrades into like the 1800s. Like, come on, man. I wasn't supposed to be this bad at pronouncing stuff. I even lived in America. What the hell am I doing? Thought that was a structure. Those two alignments of birch wood, that really looks like a structure, you know. Okay, this is a baby zombie. Oh no, it's just a grown up zombie. One thing funny about the Wonderland, oh my god, there's another village. Oh my god, I'm so lucky. One thing cool about the Wonderland is that they just do random stuff occasionally that is absolutely not scary. For example, the furnaces. Why do they exist? Why do we place furnaces? And that's kind of like the mystery. Something is helping me, everything is hating me. So even angels spawn like 7,000 part of the entities just to cook me alive for a few times. Okay, potatoes and a book that is not opened yet. This is like a giant something chasing me, or yeah, maybe not. Okay, so golem just spawned. How the hell did the what? Is that zombie like a reincarnation of that villager's boyfriend or something? How did he break into that door? How does a zombie have the intellect to open a door? That is surprising. Wow, I've never seen something like this before. I've only like I came to discover this just when I opened this world, so that's also pretty cool. Since nothing's happening, I need to chat like this so that I can actually get like an hour-long video that will entertain people. Is it entertain or entertain? Am I speaking it in a really weird haikus, or am I just fine? Am I just okay? Because you know, people dislike my video. Oh my god, you have some fit. People dislike my video just because of my accent, so maybe I need to change my accent and pronunciation a little bit. That's why I'm kind of addicted to talking about accents and stuff, because I need to improve them in order to get actually some engagements and stuff. The Korean English accent is not welcomed yet. It is not something that you welcome yet. It is even kind of distracting for me to listen to my own accent when I edit stuff. So, but at least I'm talking fast. A lot of recordings I don't talk really fast. I just stutter 7,000 times. He's saying friends are waiting for us. Maybe he's near me, or maybe he's away from me and he's just saying that friends are waiting for us through the phone or something. I don't know. Okay, I don't want to cope with a lot of forests, so Wow, that's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, shouldn't be beautiful, because it's Wonderland. It's a horror mod. Look at that enchanted bow. It's glowing. Skeleton doesn't like glow. He kind of traded his weak point with God to get at least an enchanted arrow. He wasn't really successful because another one was wearing pants. Gold pants. Like gold fit. He was fully fit in gold and had an enchanted arrow. I don't know its enchantments, but it's definitely something that that skeleton should work in. Because I was that strong, but he will despawn anyways because I'm running away from him and stuff. Okay, let's return back home. Let's have some ideas. Let's brainstorm some ideas for me to engage with. I just roam around until the video ends with absolutely nothing happening. So, I think my house, since it has a gigantic local difficulty, and the moon's kinda buns right now, so returning to my home kinda is appropriate of the situation. You know, I was always fascinated about mods customizing subtitle names for sounds, because there's a lot of sounds here. Something says run, something says like question mark, something says he's coming, he's watching you, he's hungry. And I really like it. Speaking about like talking about he's hungry and stuff, 9 in The Abandoned. It was a girl. I didn't know. That kind of explains why it kind of talks like a character AI bot. Not that I'm complaining, like, okay, maybe I should find another village, a proper one. There's a lot of villages around here. Maybe that's because, Wonderland is a hard mod and you get to at least get some fit to start with the dimensions and stuff. Since I've played this for like 5 times, I only visited like not 5 times, 50 days, but I've only visited the dimensions like 7 times. So I have a lot to work with. There's also dimensions I've never visited without cheats. Um, Although I use some cheats at the start of the video, at the start of this series, which is also the start of this YouTube channel, um, I I found a lot of dimensions. There's like 20 of them. And also, developers are saying that the next update is kind of their magnum opus, so maybe I need to wait on that too. Oh, oh my god, look at this carvation. Carvation, a word? I have a lot of recordings of other horror mods that I do want to upload at some point, but you know, I don't organize, so my files are just kind of messed up with between each other. Also, macOS for some reason, Mac M1 Finder, what it does is that they will sort it to date, but they will sort it by day, so it's kind of messy. Also, I never seen a cave structure like this before. Look at how this is not fully grown yet. This looks extremely weird. I don't know, I can't explain it. Like, there's all these grass, right? It's supposed to be spread. It's not supposed to be untouched like this raw. I don't know. Did something just carve out an entire cave for me? I don't know. Wait, I just reminded myself. There's a mod called Faded Dreams that just came out. It has a dimension. It has one dimension, Faded Dreams. It has a and it's only made out of dirt and grass. Kind of resembles that. So but that one's on CurseForge. This one's on Modrenth. So it can't even bug out each other, or maybe Minecraft just mashed it up. But that's kind of not plausible. Okay, let's go. I never seen. I'm not used to this type of cave structure before. This kind of resembles the garden in my house. Garden at the left of my house. I think I saw this one. This small puddle. I don't know what kind of sound that is, but maybe let's just Look at this cloud. That cloud looks weird. Okay, so I did visit this at some point. I think it was a pretty long time ago. Yeah, there's another village. So I think I did visit this village. It's just not in the recording. And also all these. So, oh yeah, I remember this. I was here. I was here. I was starting all my life because I saw something there. It was probably no one. What I really want to meet is someone. Because someone is pretty cool, to be honest. Someone has a cool design. And something also has a cool design. They're pretty synonymous. And I want to meet them, but I never met them the entirety without using cheats. So maybe they're in a different phase, because I'm always in phase 3, right? So, maybe I should go to Nether, or no, because I'm lazy. Underground. Look at this. Looks pretty deep, right? Nope, it isn't. Okay. Every time I record, man, every time a recording session is good, my anus. Oh my god, it's a cross. It's probably God's plan to make this cross. Oh my god. Definitely not a coincidence that happens frequently because I've roamed around too much. That's another village. I don't know how frequent the amount of villages there are here, but maybe that's the bliss of the angel. Because right now, most of the entities that do not attack me are neutral. The only friendly entity here is the angel. The angel sends me back home and stuff, and also warns me for stuff. I don't know if, and that's pretty cool, to be honest. Okay, I'll just take this. I have 3 blast furnaces. I think that's pretty cool to, decorate my base. I have 4 now, because, you know. Okay, maybe this village is kind of poor, or maybe I just robbed them already. I don't think I ever found this, because I didn't take the blast furnaces. What the hell is your job? Oh my... Wait, why do you run flesh? Why? Also, like 4 villagers just watch me contemporarily. I don't know what happened there. Maybe that's another possession of the entity. I am going to poop my pants. Okay, so I don't know why they like rivers too much. Like they have an absolute obsession with rivers. Maybe they're a giant hydrophiliac. Maybe that's kind of like a straw that sucks out all the water in the river. I don't know why this pillar is here. We definitely didn't build this because if we built it, there should have been like something there. And I've never visited this place before, so it's kind of telling me that the entity's near me. That's cool. He's observing me doing my travel logs. Using the quote of Rod, Wonderland is kinda a walking simulator. But I think walking simulator is kinda good in situations. Look at this coal vein, it's perfectly carved out of space for a house. Making a house there would have like given a totally different vibe. There is 2 separate villages over here. What the hell? There were one there, and one further away. What the hell is the luck I am within? Bro, I swear to God, if I play the Blood Reapers like abandoned, I am going to find the exit in like 3 seconds and find all the generators in like 5 minutes. I'm kind of lucky, to be honest. But luckiness is not a key to success, especially in terms of situations like these where being unlucky and meeting all the mobs is kind of like the cheat code for all the content, which I was blessed enough to not experience them for 4 hours and now 7 in total accumulation, because this village has a good vibe to it. There's another one there, so I think I never, yeah, I definitely never been here. Okay, I should have. Okay, it's not here. Okay, what should I? Yeah, I don't need any seeds. I won't gonna make them like transform to wheat block like wheats, because obviously I'm running out of inventory spaces. I'm just gonna take this bread though, in case I see some rare stuff. There's not a single villager. There's like only one villager sleeping that got abandoned by his parents. I don't know. I really hope someday like um they make villagers absolutely sentient. So we kind of have this guilt tripping moment whenever we kill or kind of do stuff to the villagers. I think that would be also pretty cool. Because according to all the designs of mobs and alright, fine. But I was pretty surprised. I thought that was an Enderman. Now it's kind of in reverse. A few days ago, just a few days ago, I was confusing the Enderman with the entity. Now I'm confusing the entity with the Enderman. Isn't that ironic? Listen to Bo Burnham's Ironic. Go listen to it and make your rating, because it will definitely be a 9 out of 10. Not a 10 out of 10, because it's perfect. Isn't that ironic? This is a giant village. I think this is one village just accumulated, or maybe just a very greatly mashed. Oh, okay, maybe don't, because I think the entity is in like his chase session where he chases and stuff. But dude, can you not do this? Wow, this is a synonymous house. Okay, can you help me? Can you help me cope with the entity? I think there's more up there. I need to get good at parkouring and extemporaneous skills. Because right now, look at me stacking up blocks. Stacking blocks like this, I'm not gonna make it out to like other dimensions without dying and stuff. Oh my god, my hunger is not depleting. You look kind of suspicious eating that. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Don't you guys think this patch of grass kind of looks similar to the back of my house mountain? I already forgot its name. I gave it. I gave it the name, but I forgot. I don't even know. This looks like it's gonna never end. It probably never ends, but nope, it definitely ends. Okay, no, we're at a pretty, in terms of both Z and X, we're pretty far away. I don't want to go down. I bet I'm gonna see the entity again. I don't want to cope with him. I don't want to cope with any zombies. My axe is gonna die. Oh no, I have two of them. Okay. I want a ninja bridge, but doing that will. Look at that zombie jumping like an idiot. Maybe the real idiot in the situation are me. Is me. What the hell you are me? What? I've learned English my entire life. Are me? What? At least I saved 2 inventory slots. I'm not gonna make it with this box. Okay. Every time I go anywhere, there's just this guy that's just staring at me incredibly suspiciously. But that guy's just neutral. So. Okay, he's getting closer. Yeah, I don't have a water bucket, so. Oh my god, you almost killed me. Thank you, bro, but like, I don't even care at this point. I don't know why he's constantly giving me flowers. Please don't give me flowers. Thank you for your marriage request, but like kinda this is not the timing because there's an active Slenderman chasing me. Okay, that's a dark house. That's a dark one. That's an Enderman. Like as always, I confused it as an entity. Okay, no one's sleeping here. This is like South Korea, where there's a lot of houses, but nobody's sleeping here. And even if there's more people, nobody's gonna sleep there either, because they don't have money. That's kind of sad, you know that. Okay, let's don't be afraid. I'm definitely afraid. He's kind of behind me probably. Yeah, I hear he's gonna teleport, I think. I was gonna go here then. Yeah, I should stop using this. It's gonna die soon. I don't know why they're so desperate to shoot me down. Dude, you don't have to. Okay, I thought that villager was zooming at me, kinda. Sorry guys, I'm kinda cynical, you know. Oh my god, I made it. I don't know how I made it, but I made it. Okay, this is... I don't want to cope with the forest. Let's just... not. If you don't want to cope with anything, don't. If you don't want to cope with life, do not. Life is important. You have only one life. You will suffer eternity in the inertial haven, but underground, that your relatives made you for the sake of your resting in peace. You have to embrace it. I've never seen a half moon before. Okay, one thing I notice about the moon is how round it is at this situation, but at like resting moon it's kind of just a square. Oh my god. Oh, it's a plains biome. It's not a plains biome. I think I might crash out. Okay, I hear sounds. Look at how I'm swimming. I'm swimming like a person, you know. Okay, maybe that's the same. Yeah, that's the same village I've went. Look at that village just looking at nowhere. That's like this type of people to appear. I love bees and allays because they're kind of therapeutic when I'm playing these aura mods. If they appear, they're just happily chirping while I get chased by a random Steve that has like 7 eyes on him. Well, a random Steve with 7 eyes on him, kind of good. Well, if he's not beefing with me. Yeah, I don't know why, but octopuses are kind of frequent here, and you're just swimming like that. Oh my god, man. Don't you think the octopuses are gonna, like, transform into an alien and, like, grant you metamorphosis? I don't know how to pronounce it. Metamorphosis? Metamorphosis? Yeah, it's like photosynthesis, but it's, like, more, slow. Photosynthesis is the first 5-syllable word I've ever used in an actual situation. I was like 8. I was an extremely big nerd in when it comes to flowers and stuff. I thought this isn't a round tree. No, that one's a round tree. That looks like candy. Green candy. You guys like green tea ice cream in Baskin Robbins? I've never eaten them. I ate them once and I hated it. So now I just don't eat them. But do you guys like them? I certainly don't. Wait. This seed, this biome kind of resembles something. I don't know what it is. You know, in the commands, I just remembered. I just gave myself a bit of recollection. You know, no one has kind of like this phase when he's just looking at you and just stalking you. There's a command for making no one angry. No one is angry, false. So if I put it to true, he's probably going to chase me at some point. I've activated this, um, but kinda nothing happened. And, you know, I heard that Wonderland has its actual form that is not just a normal Steve with mosaic on. So that's also kinda cool. You see that? Okay, I'll just go. Think I'm not coping with that. Oh my God. So what people focus on in when it comes to Wonderland, they focus on the dimensions. Of course they're pretty scary. They're the main part of the scare, but the thing is that if you play long enough, you see something like that just roaming around near you. And I think that's pretty cool because Wonderland is a very it proves that Wonderland can be a very fluid mod. It can somehow go from scaring you, teleporting you through dimensions to doing this in the overworld while nothing kind of happens when it comes to transporting you. Okay, I thought that was like a crocodile um monument or something. I hope he doesn't um I hope he can't come in water because that Steve just there menacingly. And I do not like that. I absolutely don't, because I met him once, and that was not a good thing. You know, making no one angry was kind of a mistake. It didn't seem to be a mistake at first when I was in that 4 hour haikus and a hiatus, because nothing kind of happened. It just no one didn't even appear at that time. But I was kind of stupid to turn on grace period, so. That's what I kind of expected when I opened this mod. That's why I got really scared and stuttered all the time. Well, I do stutter a lot. I stuttered the most on that video. That video was full of stutters and repetitional S's that kind of just doesn't work. I don't want to meet a phantom, so maybe I should return to my base at some point. Um, oh my god. Imagine when you're getting chased in this type of forest, you get stuck, right? Because you're panicking. It's not because of a skill issue, it's because you're panicking. It's a skill issue for me, but not a skill issue for you. Yeah, I don't want to go to that forest. I hate those type of forests. Those type of forests, they look intimidating. Because I always used to spawn there. I don't know why. I always used to spawn there and get nothing. The most nothing forest ever. If there was an actual like professional tier list for all the stuff in the biome, like I would choose that forest over the Ender dimension. The Nether's kind of fine, but still kind of mid. So the Plains is the best, most entertaining biome. It opens up with a lot of stuff and never gets boring because, you know, the content is good. Let's debug one more time. Yeah, so no one is angry. He's just gonna stalk me like that. And I think that's kind of it. I don't know how to trigger no one. I don't know. I thought he was a neutral entity with some horrifying secrets that definitely does not harm me. I really didn't know no one could deal damage. Okay, this Do you guys see that? That doesn't look like Steve. That looks like Alex. Or the guy from the caves. And he also looks like he's hanging himself. Like the scars on his neck. I hope someday like a giant lore drop happens and like makes all this appearance, like his face is shown and stuff. Okay, let's just he looks really intimidating. He looks more intimidating than the entity itself. I heard that his name was Twisted. So it's a twisted no one. And when he's at Twisted, he is not chill. He doesn't just wait for you like that. He will find you and kill you. He will jump you to the death. I think I never visited this. I'm not gonna set spawn here. I don't want to set spawn here. No, I did visit this. I think that's further to Well, okay, let's go to this direction. I don't. Maybe there's chance. Yeah, that's the village. That's. Did I just go into a full circle? Why am I constantly like ledged there, like edged there? And also this is a very good architecture, you know. The design is extremely human. There's like 7,000 villagers that's about to die. If you, yeah, he doesn't do anything unless you watch, like directly look at him, which still it's kind of stupid, but let's get up. Okay, miracle of birth. Yay! Let's go and let's just go until no one catches me. I hope no one doesn't catch us on, because I want to see him like that more. He looks really cool on that appearance. I don't think like no one nobody properly encountered him like that, even if they did use commands. I hope there's I hope the Wonderland series there's like for like me, so people play a lot of Wonderland and just do whatever they want there until because they're kind of adapted to it. No matter how long you play it, Wonderland is fun. It's a fun mod. It doesn't have to be scary. It can just be fun. I I partially consider this as an addition to what was that? What was it called? Yeah, in addition to survival. Yeah, because there's a lot of fun aspects about it. That's a lot of skeletons. Oh my god, I'm gonna die before no one kills me. God damn it. Yeah, I'm encompassed in arrows. What the hell? I'm kinda bad at everything, but this is the only thing I can cope with. I think that's a pretty close village that's close to my base. I want to keep these like silent moments in the video. It's a great addition to the horror that I am seeing right now. And also I need to let down my let down myself just to get some tension and some atmospheric tolerance. Because if I just blabber too much, you know, no one used to be the most common entity I could see. I saw Fate occasionally once in a while, and then was the entity, and then was Steve, and I think that's pretty cool. Oh my god. Okay, that was once a giant village that that just got demolished. I think I visited there. I think I know what that village is. It's the village where I sung where I literally sang a song about bread. Fun. It's a fun thing to sing. We are waiting for you. That Oh my god. Hell no. Oh my god. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? I'm sure you did. Okay. If you guys saw that, yes, you saw it. It's a tree. That's called the Wonder Tree. Yeah, that one. He's tweaking out. What the hell? Okay, he's inching from me, inching towards me. No! Nope. I am not getting a colonoscopy from you. Yep, I'm just running away. God, I know who you are. Thank you. Oh my God, man. But I don't want to know who you are because you look terrifying. He kind of disappeared, I think. I hope so. That guy makes me freak out more than the entity. That guy, as I said, that guy is probably stronger than the entity. That guy probably controls the entity. Oh, I never saw this. I never saw this. What the hell? Okay, the Wonder Tree might be here. I don't know. He just might be there or there. He probably disappeared, leaving another threat. That's it. Yeah. Okay, I don't know where I came from. And I also did like a 216 rotation, so I really don't know where I came from. Okay. Using this village as a compass. The river was there, so... And I was going to be up here. Why the hell? I thought that was like another dude. This is so chaotic. Oh, I really need to do a big one. Look at that. You know, those trees are more common now. More common than ever. I'm writing stories on Wattpad. Obviously, this is not an advertisement, but every time I write something on Wattpad, there is immediately one comment. It's about a dude. So I'll just read it out loud. Hi, username. I am the commenter's username. And I really appreciate your expression and your type of and your way of expressing. But I think there's room for more improvement. Because of that, contact me on Discord and WhatsApp or a phone number because I think I can help you very well. And I don't know why, but why do you do that? I don't know. I can't even complain because they can be that desperate. A person can be that desperate. I think I am gonna be that desperate when I turn 20. Oh, yeah, I think I'm returning very well. Okay, let's debug again. Grace period follows. No one is still angry, but I don't know. I think no one's kind of just a chill guy, to be honest. Even if he's angry and shows his real self, he just stands there and does nothing. Okay, I just fell. Oh my God. Not gonna go there because there's definitely gonna be a red eye guy that's gonna chase me and makes me force stare at him for like 40 seconds until I die. And like very awkwardly spawn at my spawn. I'm down on my mind. I don't know why it's lighting up though. Okay, it's a giant cave, but I'm not gonna go there. Although it's pretty tempting. I don't want to die because I only have like, oh my God, I have, what? How do I have this less? It was gonna break someday, so. And I also got like a lot of skeletons beat me, so. But still, getting a mending gold armor. That is some extremeness. That is some luck. Mending itself is extremely good. Okay, I think I know where this place is. Let's just circumnavigate myself to my own home so that I can rest. Yeah, I've never seen the desert before. Oh, maybe that's a beach. I don't know. Like, look at all these, like, weird carvings the biome does. Okay, I think this is the, second nearest village. No, it's the third nearest village since there's another village overseas. I hope in one update there's, like, an option for reality. There's, like, this gigantic sea and gigantic terrain that's just, equally just accumulated within each other. So you have to sail like a few days in Minecraft to reach another place. Maybe that's already a mod. And if that is, then I'll definitely try it out. but I'm not gonna upload it because this is a horror mod channel. You know, when you read books, I've only read like very acclaimed books or books that make kind of interest within me. But I recently read a book that was just randomly picked on a library. And what I noticed, like I read 4 or 5 of those type of books. And what I realized there is that bad books often start with these very big, very promising, no, not promising, very arrogant, or if I say overconfident, that would be a bit more polite, um, type of opening. So it's if there's a horror book, or if there's like this dead dove romance that obviously has some elements of like violence and stuff, it's gonna give us a warning like this is going to leave in your memory and give you nightmares for 700 accumulated days. It will return like it will be better than any book you've ever read. It will have the most shocking twist. And I think that kind of makes the book's atmospheres and stuff more plain and bland and dry. Every time I read those books, I don't know why, but it feels like they lose color every time they do that. It's like a Taylor Swift song. I just wanted to talk about this because if you're writing a book, don't do that. Don't do that. And also, the cover. The cover is pretty important. If you're gonna make a cover, because I see a lot of books with these realistic books that kinda just isn't part of what I expected when like because when you're reading something, you imagine a movie, imagine the scene in a certain style of art or realism, and specifying that realism I'm talking about with the cover kind of I think breaks the immersion. So you just need to don't put make it abstract. If you're gonna make something that is a complicated cover, make it abstract, not overly realistic, because that will not, I don't think that will, since art is ambiguous, I think the cover, which is, uh, nowadays essential for choosing what book to read in a library and stuff, I think their cover should also be pretty ambiguous. Okay, Phantom. Oh my god, I couldn't. Okay, there's 2 of them. Oh my, 3 skeletons? How the hell am I recovering and stuff? Okay, this is the question mark noise. If you don't hear it, I'm just gonna amplify the noise a little bit. There might be something on front of me, I don't know. Wow, look at this. Wait, that's the same waterfall I went. I need to walk 3,000 for this. That is insane. 3 creepers. Why is it always 3? Why can't the lucky number reach me? Do something for me. You know, I have a bit of synesthesia, and I always correlate 3 as exotic ideas, like extremely weird ideas or imagination. And that's why a lot of the times I really like the word, like using 3 in my books that I'm writing right now and stuff. Chicken jockey! Oh my god, baby! Baby zombie! Okay, you hear the sound? I think I hear it. This, like, weird metal cling sound. There's 2 of them now. I should kill him now. You have to go. He ran away. He's so intelligent. I think I have a sneaking suspicion that he might be a player. He's just Oh my god, here comes a pair. Should I give karma to something that is not even a thing that can conceptualize karma and morality? But I do it because I'm human. Human are very unfair when it comes to treating anger just like other animals. Nothing can be fully rational if it's sentient. That is why artificial intelligence is not sentient, because it can always be extremely rational. Its life isn't based around its memories, it's based around data and everything that it consumed. So it's kind of similar in when it, like, the similarity between human and artificial intelligence is apparent, but there's still bigger distinguishments that distinguish between human and AI. You know, people argue that AI artwork is their work and has the right to be profited. I think that's kind of just baloney. AI art has soul, right? Your argument is that AI art has soul. Now, how is that your work? You commission an artist to make a work. Does that make it your work? No, you commission something. A painter from 1592 or something gets requested by a king of the country to make a painting. Now, it is not the king's painting, it is the painter's painting. So, substituting that to the AI art situation, AI, it's AI's work. If AI had a sense of self, it's all AI's work. It's not your work. If that is your work, then no, it cannot be your work. It was So AI was built by humans, but it also doesn't mean that the artwork it generates is by the coding people. Because just because you made an output you want doesn't mean that you can do it. Because there is a lot of randoms and a lot of automatic choices that's got put into AI, like generative AI. So it's also not pretty human. And I think this is a stupid argument to actually persuade people about, because when you really think about it, even if you have like an IQ point of 70, you can figure that out by yourself by just thinking for 3 seconds. But maybe people are pretty desperate to get some money and stuff. Because art is all about talent, and there are some people who defend AI because they had an ambition in artworks and art stuff that realized they didn't have talent, and far more people have 100 times more skill than them. And when you think about it, it's kind of sad. Let's just focus back on this. You know, I just got chased by an entity. I didn't even make a comment about that. I just ran away. I should make some type of... This looks like the Harry Potter lightning. Look at this. I got stuck under the water. You know, my cadence and my tone is far more better and improved and ameliorated since the start, like the starting video of the channel, where I keep saying this, but I really like it. I think I should improve more. I hope I can put this motivation to something like, you know, studying and stuff. I should study, but being a YouTuber isn't like YouTubers, excluding some type of YouTubers that just got the subscribers out of sheer luck. Most of the time, you need at least something to do. Like, as my father said, if you're gonna have an audience, you need at least 2 talents. If you have one talent, you have to be absolutely the best at it. And if you have, you need to have 2 talents that can definitely be adjacent to each other so that you can make some content out of it. And I think that's pretty true. I know that there are TikTok stars that just does a makeup and stuff. And I don't know how they succeeded. I think they're mostly out of sheer luck. And I heard some people saying Penguin Z0, he just got sheer luck, and Penguin Z0 even admits to himself that he got really lucky. But I really think Penguin is smart. He is like smart. And that's very important. Being smart with while coping with audience is a blessing. That is not because smart people, they're kind of decreasing in numbers. There are people who try to cancel other people, and they're mostly have like non-point, like their points are just nothing. And people like Penguin Z0, who is very smart and very good at doing stuff, he is very rational. He looks emotional, but he can control himself when he needs to, and he knows when the controlling is needed. Oh wow. Wait, I'm back home. Look at that. Now, would you look at that? Okay, now. Okay. I don't have a flint and steel. Oh, I do, actually. Does nothing. I didn't know there was an Aether portal here. One got destroyed there. Oh my god. Okay, now that I'm back home, I think I might need a sleep at this point. Sleeping's pretty important. You know, whenever I upload a video, I always anticipate feedback. And I always give myself feedback, and one feedback is that my voice has this undertone that makes a humming noise. A very disturbing and, it's not loud, but it's distracting. It's a humming noise because I don't have a noise canceling wall. It, so noise kind of spreads and bounces, and I can't deverb that. I don't know how to deverb anything. I just learned about deverberation a few minutes, like a few hours ago at the same day. This is like February. Oh my god. Oh my god, February makes me think of going back to school. School sucks, to be honest. School really shouldn't be hard. That is not the standard a school should have. What if an exam is hard? Because exam is all about comprehension. It should mostly be about comprehension. Schools do not teach you how to utilize your comprehended subjects. It teaches you terms that you have to comprehend, which I think is just not good when it comes to education, because we need all of these resources. We like every option, like for example, Math Academy, English Academy, all those stuff are just for exams, and there's nothing else. We need to spend the best of our youth trying, like, stuck on a chair trying to solve that one problem, and most of the time it kind of extends you to nowhere. And I think it will keep just like retracting its size of impact when you get a good grade and stuff. Like getting a bad grade and getting to society gives you an absolute ton of catastrophe. But getting a good grade doesn't really change much. Because when everything is in like nadir, who cares when somebody has like a full score of 100 when there is something far more sinister going on and far more worse? Like, look at DeviantArt. Artists, like, companies are trying to actively engage in deleting artists, human artists, and they are labeling Nightshade, the AI blocking tool, as harassment and abuse. That's very ironic and contradictory. I'm not gonna lie, this is the most truthful thing I've said. That is contradictory. I don't know how I ended up rambling about Bo Burnham to this, but I don't know. This looks like a very cool video. I don't even have to use a lot of cuts because there's not a lot of silent moments, and there's not a lot of stuttering. I stuttered 3 times while saying that. Oh my god. Maybe filming a YouTube video really helps. The only source of news I trust, because there's always sugarcoating and like backstabbing and getting paid to show you like all these intense newses. Like the only news source I trust is not a news channel. They are tilted to one side. I trust YouTubers. YouTubers are far more better when it comes to informative things. If they're good, they're good. Okay, it's gone. That kind of does nothing, right? I don't know where no one is, but cool. Okay, now, oh my god, he just spawned on front of me. He's just finally chasing me. Jesus Christ. What the hell hit? Oh my god, it's a phantom. Seriously, a phantom? Okay, you guys are kind of boosting my... Finally. Okay, let's sleep so that I can wear off phantoms and stuff. I don't know why that bow kind of deflected. How does that happen? That kind of happens pretty common now. This is the third full gold armor zombie I've ever seen in this, like, bro, this world is kind of blessed with, like, weirdly blessed. Extremely ominously blessed. Says don't run, I'm gonna run. Oh, it's there. All right. Oh my God, he's probably gonna get stuck in the water again. Okay. This is absolute chaos that's going on. Oh, you still here? Yeah, he's still here. Okay, there's so many skeletons that are just hunting me down. Okay, I don't know why that guy's design is like that, but who even cares at this point? He just looks cute. He doesn't really do anything. He just blinds me with a bit of damage and then goes away after a few seconds, like just and everything just gets fine after a few seconds, just like the pillar. Looks scary at first, but kind of gets better. Yep, it's gone now. Okay, I think I recorded enough. This was a good expedition, you know? This kind of turned into Wonderland, focusing on Wonderland, to a bit of rambling session, but that's fine. I finally met him. I finally had a kiss with him. Maybe he's still angry? No one is still angry. He's kind of, yeah, really like it. Okay, that's a pillar. Yeah, that's not an active pillar. That's just there. Okay, so this guy, what this guy does is he'll just appear. I don't know if there's phases or not. He just appears like this and disappears after a few seconds. Sometimes he will just watch me like this. It will not be a block. It will just look directly at me. And if I go closer, it will open up and show something. So if you look inside, it will be a bit grotesque, warning. Yeah, like this. He will not chase me though. He just screams with a hexadecimal code saying, "Look at what they did to me," in all caps a few times in chat, and then just disappear. I think he stepped on my crops though. Or maybe not. He's floating kinda. No, he's not. Okay, I'll let him just disappear at this point. Now it's you. It's very odd to see Steve just be Steve and not no one. Maybe if I stare at him for a bit. Approach him and stuff. Yeah. I get kicked out. Maybe I shouldn't play more. I play for 1 hour and 27 minutes. That's not long. Let's play for like 2 hours and stuff. Maybe it felt long because I talked too much and my anus is... I'm gonna get jump scared. I really didn't expect him to like jump out again. Cause Steve can just disappear. He can just... Look at that. Can you breathe, bro? He probably jumped up. Stuff. Yeah, get inside. Okay, maybe the pillar's gone now. Okay, it is. It probably messed my... Oh, it didn't. He's really kind. He has collision with me, but doesn't have collision with the crops. So I respect him. The opposite of respect him is I do not respect Siren. Siren is an exclusive entity that appears at the maze. I think that's the name of the dimension. It's just a maze full of that block. And then it just kind of screams at a random moment after like stalking me for a few minutes and kills me. And sometimes he just kills me without warning, and I kind of get jump scared more because of that, because he's kind of behind me. But that can just be solved by not looking around. So I don't respect him. I also don't respect the entity because he makes path like this and ruins all my crops. So there's probably a path there. So all these stones, right? They are all from the entity. There was a path there that he could cross, but he very intentionally just chose to make one there so that he can just pollute the river and stuff. That is so psychopath. And he also leaves holes like this. Really don't know why, but that's also worth a mention. Okay, I actually need a bathroom break for this.